Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new here, hello, it is so good to have you here. If you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, we are going to talk about a question that I got asked so much, and I cannot believe I didn't put in my intermittent fasting frequently asked questions video. And that is, what can I eat? So, before we jump into the video, if you are not subscribed to my channel already, hit that red subscribe button down below. I would love to have you join me here. I'm a mom of 7. I love to share all about my life, my family, marriage, parenting, faith, budgeting, minimalism, intermittent fasting, just all the things that bring joy to my life. And you can also follow me over on Instagram. I'm Joyful Chaos Mama over there. That is linked down in the description box, although I am currently on an Instagram sabbatical for the month of August. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's jump into talking about intermittent fasting and what you can eat. Okay guys, here's the short answer for what you can eat when you are practicing intermittent fasting. Oh, hold on, let's clarify something. If we're talking about your fasting window, whether that's 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, whatever it is, if we're talking about your fasting window, there's nothing you can eat. You may put plain water, black coffee, or black tea in your mouth. You are supposed to be bored. It's not supposed to be fun. It's not, no sneaking in cream in your coffee or flavor in your water, none of that. It's fasting. It's supposed to be boring. It's not a party for your mouth. You want to keep those insulin levels down. So if we're talking about fasting window and that's what you're thinking about, nothing, no food. Now, if we're talking about your eating window, here's the short answer for what you can eat. Are you ready? Anything you want. And that's a very broad statement, I realize, but here's a couple of things I want to say about that. Number one, intermittent fasting is not a diet. This is not a lose weight quick scheme. This is not a restrict certain types of foods or only eat this, and this, or count your calories to do that. This is not a diet. This is a health lifestyle choice with oftentimes a side effect of weight loss. I'm not going to pretend that weight loss isn't important for a lot of people, and it can be for health reasons as well. For some of us, like me, I had some weight that I wanted to lose, some baby weight. I have lost all that weight and I'm down to almost my kind of like ultimate goal weight, which is awesome. But beyond the weight loss of intermittent fasting is the other actual health benefits. I'm not going to get into all of that in this video. I am going to highly, highly, highly recommend, and I've recommended this book 1,000 times. It is called Delay, Don't Deny. It is a great book, lays out all of the kind of rules and whys and hows of intermittent fasting in a very easy to understand, very reader-friendly format. There is a ton of references if you want the science, but it's not a super sciencey book like some of the other fasting books that are out there. So I highly recommend it. That will also be linked down in the description box for you if you want to go and pick that up from Amazon. Amazon is the only place you can get it. You can get it for your Kindle or you can order it from Amazon. I think it's published through Amazon and that's why. So you won't find it in Barnes & Noble. But anyway, I highly recommend you take the time to read that book. It will answer so many of your questions. But today we're going to talk about the long answer now of what you can eat when you are practicing intermittent fasting. So like I said, short answer, anything you want. Here's the long form answer to that question. When you're intermittent fasting, especially, I know a lot of people are looking at it for weight loss. So I'm gonna kind of bend to that direction here in discussing the food choices that you make. But many people, myself included, can truly eat whatever. I do not have a specific kind of diet that I stick to. If you're vegan, you can practice intermittent fasting. If you're a carnivore, you can practice intermittent fasting. If you're keto, you can fast. If you're a vegetarian, you can fast. If you're a pescatarian, you can fast. If you are a fruitarian, you can fast. Intermittent fasting works with any diet choices that you wish to make. The only restrictions in my diet are religious ones. We don't eat like pork and shellfish, things like that. We eat a biblically clean diet. Otherwise, I don't restrict any of the foods that I eat. Some days I eat kale salad and smoothies and chicken and, you know, relatively healthy choices. Other days I eat cookies and fast food and junk. Now, some people who perhaps have damaged their metabolism with years of yo-yo dieting, or people who are seriously insulin resistant, things like that, you may have to find yourself doing more of the delaying. The whole premise of like delay, don't deny is that you can eat anything you want. You just are delaying it to your eating window. Now, if you have big weight loss goals and things like that you want to achieve, you may be delaying certain foods longer, like weeks or months, to help with healing in your body or to help you reach those weight loss goals. Anyway, I don't find that I really have to delay any food choices beyond just eating in my window. So the key here though with intermittent fasting is that you can eat whatever you want, but you really do need to listen to your body. Not your mind, not your emotions. You need to listen to your body and what kinds of foods it's asking for. This does not mean that I don't do things like binge eat cookies. I absolutely still do in my eating window, but it doesn't make me feel good. And then I remember later, oh yeah, that's why I don't want to eat 10 cookies at a time, because it makes me feel like garbage. Learning to listen to your body. That is a great skill that can be learned through intermittent fasting, because I find that it makes you more in tune with your hunger hormones, the leptin and the ghrelin that tell you when you're full, when you're hungry. Those kind of get rebalanced when you practice intermittent fasting. It helps you to realize, like, if you have food sensitivities or emotional eating issues and things like that, it kind of pushes those to the forefront and helps you to deal with those issues rather than not deal with them and continue to make choices that just don't work for you. Because not everyone's body is the same. I do just fine eating a decent amount of carbohydrates. My body feels good on that. Some people feel really good eating a high-fat, low-carb diet. There's so many different ways to choose to eat. You have to listen to your body, what it's telling you, so that you can learn the best way to eat for yourself. And this kind of leads to, like I was talking about with the leptin and the ghrelin, those hunger and satiety hormones. There's a thing called appetite correction that eventually, with enough time practicing fasting, that your body will reach this point where those hormones are working so well that you may find yourself unable to eat the kinds of foods you ate before or the quantities of foods you ate before, because now your body is really listening to those signals. So that appetite correction, I think, is really, really helpful, especially to those of us who live in places where we have so much abundance of food that has become our norm. Overindulgence. What we think of as a normal amount of food is actually probably so much more than our bodies need to function well and to be healthy and to have energy to do the tasks required of us during our day. We are so used to abundance and the ability to just eat all day long in large amounts or small amounts or whatever. We just eat constantly. It really takes time for our bodies to kind of tune back into what is normal for the human body, what is a healthy amount of food to eat. And I think that some people can struggle with the idea of fasting because it seems like such tight restriction. Oh, there's no possible way you could eat enough food, get enough calories for energy for your body to be able to function. But we're so used to the abundance that we don't actually recognize what normal is, like what just a baseline normal amount for healthy functioning of our bodies. So what you're gonna choose to eat, guys, is so individual. There's not a rule book. I can't tell you, okay, you practice intermittent fasting and then you open your eating window with XYZ, and then 2 hours later you have a small snack, and then 2 hours after that you have a dinner of XYZ, and then you close your window and you're like, I can't tell you that. Intermittent fasting is an experiment. It is a study of it's a study of yourself. It's learning how your body best functions. It's learning to listen to those hunger and satiety hormones, to those signals. It's learning what foods make your body feel the best. If you feel like garbage eating one particular kind of food, then don't eat it anymore. That's your choice. Choose not to eat that and eat something else instead. There really are no hard and fast rules. I will say that if you are insulin resistant, if it is taking you a while to get to that fat adapted state where your body learns to switch from burning its glycogen stores into burning fat, which is how we get weight loss, you may find that you need to delay carbs, delay simple carbohydrates, delay things like alcohol, sugar for a time so that your hormones can get back into balance. You can burn through your body's glycogen stores faster and get your body switched over to being fat adapted so that, you know, when you refill your glycogen stores during your eating window, you're only refilling them a little bit, and then your body will switch over into fat burning, which will help with the weight loss. You may have to choose to go low carb, low sugar, no alcohol for a time, while your body is doing a lot of that good internal healing that intermittent fasting can do. That is the one caveat I would say to most people. Many people can kind of eat whatever they want. If your hormones are seriously damaged, insulin resistant, all of that, you may find you need to delay those things for a period of months or whatever to kind of help your body kick that into gear. Otherwise, guys, eat what you want to eat what makes you feel good, and enjoy the process. Enjoy all of the energy and the health benefits that come from allowing your body digestive rest. Rest is a good thing. Mind, body, and soul, all parts of us need rest, including our digestive system. So hopefully you found this video helpful or informative. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you very soon.